Hi friends, welcome back. The challenge of data overwhelm in humanitarian work is enormous. Your mission is simple and clear, which to deliver impact. But the reality is we spend a lot of time navigating spreadsheets, funds, budgets, and endless reports from different sources. Instead of focusing on solutions, you get stuck trying to make sense of the numbers. This is where our generative AI tool today comes in. Julia's AI steps in your dedicated data analyst. You don't need technical skills. You don't need to learn how to code. Just bring your dataset and ask questions that are relevant to your dataset. And Julius handles the rest. Disclaimer as always, avoid uploading personally identifiable or sensitive information. Imagine asking your data a question and getting instant accurate answer from your data. That's exactly what Julius offers. You can use other LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Cloud, but Julius takes it a step further. It's built for the analytical needs of humanitarians and development professionals who need clarity fast and who do not have the time or the expertise to run a data analysis. Julia's AI workflow is straightforward, moving from data to decisions in seconds. Upload your file, ask your questions, and Julia's AI processes and analyzes and explains the insights. You can interact with the natural language in charts, guided notebooks, or if you want to also create dashboards. I'll show you how to do in a demo shortly. Within moments, Julius provides clean overview of data. We are ready to use insights that you can share with your colleagues or your leadership team with minimal editing needed. Stop spending a lot of time searching for answers and start getting work done immediately. Go to julius.ai and sign up for today. I hope now you have landed in this interface. So on the left side, you'll see the Gmail you logged in and also different menus here. I'll explain a bit here. So let's start on the right side. On the right side, you have these three dots with the help if you want to go and chat settings if you want to make custom changes to your settings. The general, the appearance usually under the settings. For me, I like dark, but if you want to go light, you can do that. Well, keep dark. If you have a specific model, but for you, you cannot change for now because you are not upgraded. And please know that you'll have a number of limited messages to or analysis to run on the in Julius AI. So here, if you want to display the or show the code while you are working on your data analysis, then you can say here, show code, or maybe you can say collapse if you want it. But I'll keep show the code because I also want to see what it's right. So if you want to and give feedback, you can say take this one. I don't want to do that. If it's going to search on the internet, let's keep this as it is. Or for the advanced reasoning, you cannot unless you upgrade it. And I'm assuming there are some of the settings need for you to upgrade paid version. So learn instructions. Julius learns from the thumbs up. So if you say thumbs down, that tells the Julius you have the output that it has generated is inaccurate and they can take action. If it's good, you can also say thumbs up and expand resources. If you want to see this, I don't think you'll be able to make any change unless you have, as you can see here, the RAM stays the same. Customize Julius, you can put your custom instructions here if you want, or keep it the way it is. If you want to connect data connectors, you'll be able to do from here. If also you want to make any change to the chart themes or you want to use your specific organization and brand guidelines, you can also say create a new theme and then add all the different colors and themes to match your organization's brand guidelines. So the last one is the secret keys, is when you want to connect directly to APIs or DB connections, and it keeps it secret and safe in the settings here. So now we understand the settings. In the middle of the canvas, you'll see it says, what do you want to analyze today? So it can run different data analysis. You drag and drop your data here, or maybe use the connectors if you have the Pro version, and you just say run, and it will run, do the analysis for you basically. We can also go here and click add files. So on the left side, if we come to the left side, the important menu here on the left side is the new. If you click new, it will show you two options. Chart, with which is the one you see now on the interface, and the second one is notebook. On the notebook, you can run reproducible or repeatable analysis. And basically, notebooks are here. Your files will be saved, and under this menu, and also data connectors. There are different data connectors. They have quite few, and that's a lot of also coming. And Postgres database, and Slack, and also Google Drive. You can connect all those ones. But we'll be using an Excel spreadsheet or CSV, so we'll make it very simple for now. On the bottom left side, you see that the messages that are left for you if you're using the free plan. So enough talking, let's get started. So what I will do is I'll basically try to run analysis on this Excel file. So I've downloaded FTS requirements funding for Sudan for the past 24 years. So basically it shows that country ID, the name of the plan, the type of the plan, is it a HRB plan, start end, the year that plan was allocated for, from 2000 to 2024, the requirements in that year, and the funding received, the percentage of funding received. We will try to run a quick analysis based on this Excel. So let me get this data. So just drag and drop. So basically you can write whatever you want. As you can see, it already started doing a quick overview of your data. Now you see this data. I'll try also to run a quick prompt stating that what I want to do with this data. So let me see. Analyze the uploaded data set, calculating funding gaps, coverage percentage, ranking top sectors and donors by requirements, funding received and underfunding, and also generating visuals such as bar charts, requirements versus received, heat maps. I'm just trying to give a hint so that it is able to create the best. But if you just say analyze the data and create visuals, it will do that as well. But given that you have few messages, you need to be very specific and give your instructions to Julius AI so that it can make a decision very quickly. So maybe I'll remove the last one, Pareto chart, or maybe let's just see, showing sectors driving the largest funds. So we will run. As you see, Julius is writing the code. You don't need to know Python code or maybe R code. You can collapse if you don't want to see the code. It's writing. After a few moments, it has completed the analysis basically. So now we see the requirements and funding by year, and that was one of our requests. So you can see funding falls short of needs. Sudan HRB annual requirements versus funding. So it basically shows you throughout the years. And if you want to download, you can download from here. Basically, we can run another query saying that show the years explicitly so that it shows all the years that's not overlapping. You can see that it has also created a table showing that the year and the requirements and the funding, and also the coverage percent funded, it shows you from 2000 to 2004, the funding coverage by year, persistent underfunding. It has given a title. You can also say that and download. You do the same. And also the requirements versus funding by individual, because those are the specific instructions we gave along with the data set. So as you can see, this one is showing that the plan fully funded recurrence versus funding, biggest drivers of the funding gaps. So those are the major ones, and it has used a bar chart so that you see this. And in 2024, that's where they had the biggest gap, followed by 2023, 2021, and 2019 was one of the top 10 and underfunded years. So basically, this chart it has created, it's where we asked it to create a tree map. It's not showing perfectly because now it wants to show everything and it's overcrowded so that we can say it create maybe for the past 5 years. Yeah, we can ask specific questions. Let's say that we want to say that which sectors have the largest funding gaps in Sudan. You see, we have asked the wrong question. Here, we are asking sectors, and there is no sector. That's why it says there is actually isn't any sector level information in your file, which is really good. And it shows you the columns of the data you already have. I just wanted to show that it was not hallucinating. It just goes directly to your data and creates analysis you wish to do. Let's ask another simple question and say that how much of the required funding has been met and what is the percentage of the coverage? We don't actually have a sector level. All right, so let's go back and edit it and say by year. Good. So you see, the question was simple. How much of the required funding has been met? And what is the percentage coverage by year instead of a sector? Now, Julius started working on it. It has written the Python code, so total requirements, total funding received, and the coverage percentage. So basically, it has given you a table and also interpretation of that. Coverage is well below 100 in many years, meaning the requirements are not fully met. As you can see here is 81, 92, 97, 136, 139. So let's try to say that, just give like a simple one. Could you please create few charts analysis based on the funding the last 5 years? Great. You see, it has also created a number of visualizations that are much better. Previously, because we are trying to go through 20 years, 24 years of data and it mashed together. Now we've asked Kelly for the past 5 years, and now as you see, requirements and the funding. So it has also given you the interpretation of that and coverage percentage per year. Still, it has made some errors, but you can still say that correct it, remove and behind the year, the dot. So the key takeaways and also funding gap by plan. You can also see here 2024, 2021, 2022, 2020. Those are the past 5 years. Interpretations. You can create your own analysis based on this. And if I show you, all right, enough for this one. Let's try one more with notebooks for now. So I'll come to the notebooks again, click notebooks. There's one I already created. So if you come here, this is the one I already created, and it has come back with also a report like generated, showing you the table of content, introduction, methodology, and also some of the analysis of the data. As you can see here, it has put gaps between every 5 years, 2000 to 2005, 2005 to 2010, to make it very clean and appealing. This is the one I created. Because I have a few messages left, but I'll show you just how to create one. You'll see, click new, and then notebook. So it gives you a new thread. And then what you need to do is to add a data source. You already have that data source here. So let's click that data source and run it. It will give you some suggestions, but I've already tried to put together the instruction on what I wanted it to follow. So I'll say that I will basically run my own prompt here. So basically, you are report writing specials of the case of experience. The data set is for student only. Ask any clarifying questions. Yeah. No data set. Review this as a James if necessary. Generate 4 to 5 visualizations. Include them in the report. Introduction at the main points of the report. Using Humanitarian formal language. Use topic sentence. Write detective approach. Those are the instructions I'm giving, but you don't need to do that. So anyway, let's run this as well. So to run your notebook, you'll have to come and say run all. Awesome. A few more minutes later, it has completed. Now you can see it has written also the Python code. You can collapse it if you don't want to see that. So it's asking clarifying questions, but let's skip that. Draft analyst report, table of content, introduction, methodology. As you can see, it has already created some of the reports, but you can fine tune and say that when you're creating the visualizations, please leave a space of 5 years gap, so that it starts from 2005 to and from 2000 to 2005, from 2005 to 2010, something like that. And also it gives you the key insights, funding adequacy, percentage funded over time. So this shows you also the trend analysis for the past 5 years, the average, key insights. And here it's also running an average percentage funded by year. The heat map shows reinforces that no systematic progression towards fully funded plans is visible. Funding by humanitarian plan, it has generated a lot. But you can choose and take whichever you want. It's just one key prompt, but if you want also run usually and try to run piece by piece, you can do that as well. So the summary of the key findings and implications, it gives you the full summary. Since humanitarian needs have escalated and funding has not kept pace, total requirements increases markedly over time, with the recent HRBs showing very high financial needs. Funding has also grown, but the gaps between requirements and funding remain substantial in almost every area. So those are like very main messages where you can go back and refine further. All right, let's say now that you have a very basic draft and you want to start with the report and you want to do your own editing. So you can come to the three dots and say generate analysis report. It'll just take a few moments and it'll show you the generated report. Perfect. Now, after a few moments, you see that it has generated the report. So if you want to edit, you can say edit, and you can make any changes to the report you wish. If you want to have your own text, you can bring and paste it here, and then say, or regenerate again, download as a PDF. Basically, that's for it for today. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for more videos.